Welcome back to Oulton Park after the second Bennetts British Superbike Championship race of the weekend. And it's back on the podium for the Oxford Products Moto Rapido Ducati team for Christian Iden. Christian, very different race compared to yesterday. Talk us through the race, because it was again you and Glenn at the front, and then you had Danny Ken, you had Tommy Bridewell involved in the action as well today. How much different did the dynamic of the shorter race make for today?
Yeah, I mean, the short race, it went super quick for one. Like, I saw 6 to go, and then the next thing I saw was the finish flag. So it was, it went pretty quick. Pretty much the makeup of the race between myself and Glenn was very similar. I'd hoped that I was going to have improved in certain places, and actually, it seems like the opposite was true. But the pace was crazy again. I've certainly got my strong points, but I've also got weak areas, and I don't think we can fix them for the last race just because we've gone down an avenue of a certain setup, and it means that I do have an advantage in certain areas, but I've got to live with the difficulty in others. I was reading my board, and I never had more than 0.2 of a margin, which is always the worry. And Danny was right behind, and Tommy came through and sort of surprised me a little bit. I misread my board. I thought there was 2 laps to go, because I was hoping to have at least one go at Tommy, but I couldn't. So, I'm happy with third. I'm really happy for the Moto Rapido Oxford Products racing team. It's good for all their hard work and efforts over the winter.
Thank
Cheers.
you, Christian.
Thanks.
And claiming a first podium finish for Honda Racing UK in second place in race 2, it's Tommy Bridewell. Tommy, talk us through the race, because you showed you've been gathering pace with the Honda. It's been coming together, but today you were there, you were in the fight. You couldn't quite have it to match to Glenn, but talk us through it, because that's the best race you had so far this season.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Laura. I think, to be fair, we even come out in Navarra strong, to be honest. I think we tried to reinvent the wheel in Navarra with the setup of the bike and got a bit lost, but eventually come the races, we kind of got it near where I was happy. And in the second race at Navarra, I felt great on the bike. So we kept it simple this weekend with the setup of the bike. And honestly, it's not been changed that much through the whole course of the weekend. So I knew exactly what the bike would do on lap 10, lap 8, lap 12, lap whatever. In truth, the main competitors are always going to be the 2 Ducatis. I know from having 5 years on them, I know the strengths and the weaknesses of the bike. In Glenn and Christian are riding really strong. You know, it seems they've come out here really good. So I'm really, really proud of myself. I'm really proud of Honda to be able to come out already at round 2 when so many people doubted us. So many people called me mad for switching teams and so on. And already we're fighting for the podium, and I think the project for me is long term. The project is only exciting times ahead. So like I say, to fight for the podium already, I think it's really positive. It's quite obvious where we're struggling, and it's, in all honesty, we know why. It's just, in truth, just down to straight line speed. So I think if we had a slightly stronger engine, then the job would be a little bit easier. But we have to be patient. I have to be patient. Honda have promised me, and they're telling me we're on with engine development. They're at Mugen Dyno. They're doing all the work behind the scenes, but they can't perform miracles and click their fingers and have one straight away. So we've got to be patient. But credit to Honda. Thank you ever so much to them. Thanks to all my personal sponsors. Really, really proud to already be stood here chatting away, and just go and see if we can do it again later on.
Thank you, Tommy, and good luck for race 3.
Thank you.
And a double win so far here at Oulton Park for Hager PBM Ducati. Glenn, another race, another strong race from you. You got to the front, and it didn't seem like you were really under pressure in that one at all. You kind of managed it. The gaps seemed similar. Was that how it was, or was it just easier than it looked?
It's always looks easier than it is, I guess. But did I have to go over the limit or anything? No. Did we have some moments? Yeah, you're going through and you're racing superbike for so many laps here, but felt under control. When the team give you 0.2, it's probably closer to 0.3. It's just kind of how pit board often works. So nobody will pass you at 0.2 if you can maintain the pace as such, and pleasing that we were able to do that. Some tweaks today. one tweak that we all have is a much cooler track, you know, and that's beyond our control. Causes more grip, you know, overall would make a faster race. That being said, I think we introduced a little bit of chatter in that race and would like to rectify that. Some ideas and some things we can talk about. Perhaps we need to look at the sectors. Sometimes you feel like you can improve in an area and the guys go, oh, you're really fast in that area. So yeah, it's pleasing to lead every single lap of the race. It's what you want to do. It's nice to be able to withstand really good pressure, and by that I mean in the level of riders behind me. I seen there was a group at one stage, and Tommy's a great champion. Christian's a phenomenal rider. He's somebody I respect a lot on track as like gritty. We were talking earlier. I think we both push the front too hard sometimes, and you got to race and kind of bring it back a bit. So yeah, nice to fight with the guys. You know, nice to have Foggy here.
I was going to ask you, did he give you any tips on the grid? He has a bit of knowledge.
He just said I didn't usually like speaking to them when they came to me in the grid, and I just kind of find I'm a bit more, I'm a bubbly character for sure, but I'm certainly trying to, not trying, it's the feeling this weekend is more focus, more natural focus as such, and happy to chat to Jamie, but a bit more sincere. And yeah, when he tells you that, he's a true champion, so you maybe we begin to apply more and more of that, whilst still being likeable, being well off the track. But yeah, Foggy's a great guy. I've got to know him through the Ducati Manchester group, and we've had some great appearance type stuff, you know, at bike shows. We've had a good old Chinese with a few beers and, you know, plenty of banter talked, and had a good game of dominoes at his house and stuff. So like he's a good guy, and I'm really pleased he's made the effort, because when you're his level of fame, yeah, it's torture when you walk in the gates here. So huge respect to Card for coming, and just I'd like to thank Jordan and Frank once again, and Bruce from Hager, and all our other team sponsors. My personal sponsor, MET Healthcare, who stepped up to the plate this year, along with all my existing personal sponsors. I'm not going to start naming them all because it's not fair. I'll miss one out. And yeah, on to race 3 now. Trying to copy Christian. You get paid by the minute apparently on this. So yeah, I think I'll stop talking and just remain focused. Thank you.
Congratulations, Clem.
Cheers.